Hey all, and welcome again to our new coach training. I'm getting in the trenches with you and I'm making my own video. And I just want you to know that you do not have to be perfect with this video. You do not have to be showered. Your hair does not have to be perfect. You don't have to have makeup on. Nobody's going to see this video except you unless you decide to share it. So, I am Lisa and I am the founder of Team Embrace Life. And so first, where the name came from, it was a long time in the making. It took about a year to come up with it, and I spent a lot of time thinking about it, and nothing was really sticking. Nothing really tugged at my heart. But at one point, I had this private message chat going on with all of my personally sponsored coaches, and they started asking. And I figured if I want to be a leader of this team, I have to come up with a name for us. So my husband and I were driving one day and brainstorming for a team name. And I told him all the things that I love about what this could do for somebody. So I spent a year watching all of these coaches living their life to the fullest. They were able to stay home with their kids without worrying about finances. They took vacations when they wanted. They went to dinner when they wanted. They bought dream homes or built them from the ground up. They were just living this life by design and not living to help somebody else live theirs. And there you have it. We came up with Embrace Life, so Team Embrace Life, because I want to be constantly reminded, and I want everyone that is on my team and that joins my team to be constantly reminded to embrace life every day, live life to the fullest, and have no regrets with how they spend their time. This is a life that anybody can have. We just have to work for it. So a little bit about me. I live on Long Island with my husband, Mike, and my son, James, and I work this business full-time, and I'm also a full-time stay-at-home mom. Right now, I am doing Country Heat, which is Autumn Calabrese's new program, and I drink vegan chocolate Shakeology. So what made me decide to be a coach? Well, first I needed that discount on Shakeology. I started as a program-only purchaser. I had zero interest in Shakeology. Trying it was not an option. I just wasn't into shakes, and I didn't think that it was something that I needed. But after 2 weeks into the program, I started with PiYo, and I was one of those zombie mommies. I got no sleep, and I was just exhausted. My son was a year old at that point, and I just needed something to help me get me through. And in my challenge group, I saw everyone drinking Shakeology and saying how great it was for them. And I was really sticking with this program. I was working out every day, but I was really lacking in energy, and my body just felt fatigued every day. So I figured I would give it a shot. Like, what did I really have to lose? So I tried it, and at the close of the first month, after drinking it daily, I drank it every day because I wanted to see if it would do something for me. I went from lacking in energy to making it through the entire day. I made it through my workouts. I felt like I was a better mom because I wasn't sleepwalking through life anymore, and I was able to enjoy my son a lot more. And the biggest thing for me was that I wasn't eating anything past dinner time, and I wasn't snacking as much. I was a huge closet binge eater. I was the type of person who woke up with my stomach growling, and I went to bed eating something, and I ate all day long. And I was like a food addict, and just food was never enough. But after learning about Shakeology and how it helps fill those gaps in my nutrition, which is something that I was lacking, I was hooked. But I let my bag run out, and I was out of it for a full 2 weeks. And because I wanted to see how it affected me when I stopped drinking it. And sure enough, I was slacking again, and I started eating again. So I ordered my bag on HD, which is Home Direct, and I never looked back. That following month, I signed up as a coach, and my ultimate why to be a coach, besides the discount, was I mean, I have a lot of reasons, like my own personal accountability in fitness and health. I just loved how it was making me feel. And I just wanted to be able to provide financially for my family and be able to stay home with my kids at the same time. I knew being a stay-at-home mom wasn't going to be a forever type thing. I knew once that my kids were in school that I would look for a job outside of the home. Um, but quitting my job, but in the meantime, quitting my job and losing my salary was like a really hard decision, but it was easy at the same time. I always knew that I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, but losing that money, that's a it's a big deal. It's like it's like my contribution to our finances. But when it came down to it, it was sacrifices that we had to make. So finding this coaching job, something that I could do from home, it allowed me to contribute to the finances and stay at home with my son at the same time and really only work limited hours per day. So anyway, when I thought about all those years I spent in an office building, and I was working for somebody who woke up one day and decided he wanted to build a company, and he did. And he hired people to help live his dream, and he built a multi-billion-dollar business. And why couldn't I have that? So the answer is I can, and so can you. And so I'm sorry this is like really long. I tend to ramble. But in any event, I am so happy that you guys are all here. And if I can do this, you guys can do it too. I'm an extreme introvert. I was a Facebook hater, and now my whole entire life is on Facebook. Well, not my entire life, but my life is on Facebook. So I'm happy you guys are all here. Thank you for making it to the end of this video if you did. And I can't wait to see your videos.